Which TV show got too big for its boots? Prison Break. They kept having to break out of prison every 2 seasons.
Once upon a time. Interesting concept, poor execution down the line.
Is it fair to say Heroes? I love the show, but it was whack for like the last 2 seasons. The reboot was just, I don't know what that was.
Fairly Odd Parents. The writers were fine, but Nickelodeon got too greedy. The addition of Sparky the dog, the new neighbor girl, and the whole Andy Fairy World subplot was too much. They just kept adding stuff, but the original structure was pretty good to begin with.
That 70s show after Jackie and Hyde broke up, Eric and Kelso left, and Donna became blonde. WTF.
Wheat. Once she left the burbs, the whole premise was lost and shit went off the rails.
I loved True Blood, but man, it went way off the rails, especially the last couple seasons.
Arrow. By like the 3rd season, everyone and their mom becomes a superhero. Dora the Explorer was always held back by its shitty boots. The Walking Dead. Amazing comic. Brilliant first few seasons. But they strayed way too far from the comics and ultimately dragged it out much longer than they needed to. I want to say Dexter, but honestly I don't remember how it ends. Something about that dumb girlfriend. Something about it was not very Dexter-like. Nip Tuck for me. Man. First 3 seasons were just fantastic. After that, just went for shock and trash. 2 come to mind. Glee. The first 13 episodes are good. Then somewhere in the second half of the season they started taking themselves too serious. It would have been much better as a 1-season show. Heroes. Please someone tell me I'm not the only one to remember what a global phenomenon Heroes was touted as. They had their own silly magazine and a worldwide launch party for seasons 2 and 3. But while season 2 could have been decent if it had actually been given time to develop, both seasons were nothing but a mess. Game of Thrones. It arguably crashed under the weight of its numerous plot lines, poor direction and self-imposed time restraints.
HBO would have thrown them all the money they needed to make as many seasons as they needed, and the
story deserved, and showrunners said no. 13 Reason why it really should have stopped at S1. It couldn't make up its mind what it wanted to be anymore. Like it started as a cautionary tale, but then a ghost story. Then a clue murder mystery whodunit. It just got out of whack. The Flash CW. I really liked season 1. Great cast, great writing, and helluva a lot of great moments. Season 2? Not bad, but a repeat of season 1.
Then they just kept repeating the trope of evil speedster.
And then making the characters dumb. I also got tired of the many different Welleses. Grey's Anatomy. It's currently on its 18th season. Almost all of the original cast is gone. I still watch it, but it's not very good anymore. House of Cards, US version. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 got a little wacky. And the rest was garbage. Storylines just completely abandoned. I didn't even watch the last season for various reasons. Not a TV show, but the Despicable Me franchise. The first movie was actually really good and funny. And the second one was actually pretty good also.
Everything after that felt like one big Minion toy advertisement.
Shameless. I grew up in a rough neighborhood with a drunk dad. Then they just sorta kept pushing the characters back to where they were and not really letting them evolve. Not to mention Debbie.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.